Yeah. I can't believe I'm still awake. Because I feel like I'm hovering in no man's land. I can't believe you were awake. Where does that energy come from? I just want to close my eyes. That's all I want to do. No. No, because I promised. It matters. Promises matter. It reminds me of when I was working night shifts, taking care of people that were sick and having disabilities. They usually slept the whole night through, and I just tried to not fall asleep on my post. That was spend my time studying between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. because after 2 my brain wouldn't function. And I would have I actually, you know how much I love plants? I brought every plant I could find in the whole huge apartment and put them around me by the dinner table, and then I'll lit some candles. And I sat there and studied. I also made some drawings. But when, well, a few hours later, it was like 5 a.m. That was the hardest part. It was so tempting to just sit on the couch and just close my eyes for a few seconds. But I knew it was too dangerous. My eyelids were like lead. And if I allowed them to close, I would never be able to open them again until the other staff came and woke me up. That just couldn't happen, so I usually did not fall into temptation to sit down. Oh, how I wanted to do that. Or plainly just lie down on the floor, curl up. But some nights, when one of the residents were severely ill, it was clear she was approaching the very end of her life, and she was in a lot of pain at night. She was this very, very cute old lady, and she always talked about this house on an island nearby that she deeply loved. And sometimes when she was in a lot of pain, I wasn't really able to even reach her. She was so deep into herself. But then I sang for her. And she stopped fidgeting and she allowed herself to relax and grow heavy, and the lines of pain in her face just smoothed out, and she smiled. She could even close her eyes. And I sat there singing, humming softly, or we were talking about this little cottage and the flower beds, and I used to talk to her about the sound I imagine coming from the gravel path up to the front door. And if you really stopped and listened, you'd hear the bees. And everything would be still in the late summer evening. And you would walk up the front steps and open the front door. You would kick off your sandals and feel the familiar wood under the soles of your feet. And as you stand there, the scent that always lingers in that house envelops you. And you just know, down to your very bone, that you're safe and you're home. and I would talk to her about the light and flowery curtains that I imagined, the old kitchen and the worn carpets. And I would imagine that you could walk through the house to a back door that you could open and walk out barefoot in the garden. Feel the grass between your toes. Warm from the sun. And even out here there's this scent of a late summer evening after a warm day. And everything is just quiet. Except from the bees. But they move slowly. Because in this place everything moves slowly. Because time just doesn't exist here. And when I finished telling her about this, she would finally go back to sleep with a peaceful, quiet, pain-free face. And I went out, quietly closed the door behind me, sat down among my plants again, still in the peaceful place in my mind that I had never visited.